So Minecraft's latest snapshot has introduced a lot of new things that will be coming into Minecraft. From new pig variants, to new crafted recipes, and new items that will be added into the game as well. So today we're going to be doing an entire deep dive inside of Minecraft's latest snapshot. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing we can go ahead and talk about is the existing items that get new crafting recipes. Now, the Creaking heart, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if it had this crafting recipe before, or if it just got added into this update. I'm not exactly sure. I have to actually go back into the little log and double check that. But regardless, the Creaking heart can be crafted now with 2 pale oak logs and, if I can get, okay, it's just not gonna let me do that. That's cool. With 2 pale oak logs and a block of resin, and that'll give you a Creaking heart, which is actually pretty cool. They also changed things with the lodestone. So before with the lodestone, whenever you had to craft it, you had to go ahead and use a netherite ingot. But in the latest snapshot, they actually changed that to an iron ingot so it becomes more accessible. They also made it to where you can actually get these lodestones inside ruined portal loot. So if you find a ruined portal somewhere, there's a chance that you actually get a lodestone out of it. So the latest change to the Creaking is the fact that you're actually able to name tag it, and now that it's actually name tagged, it will not despawn during the daytime. As you can see, it's a completely regular Creaking linked to this. Now, of course, if you break the Creaking heart like so, he will go ahead, do his little thing, and burst and die, and then you'd have to respawn another Creaking. So therefore, you can go ahead and name tag your Creakings now, and they will stay alive during the day, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. That is actually a really cool change that I like about the Creaking. Now on to the newest items in Minecraft. We got this new item called leaf litter and wildflowers. Now wildflowers can actually spawn in birch forest, old growth birch forest, and meadows. So wildflowers are actually really cool. You can place them up to 4 different orientations, like so. It also kind of like depends on how you stand as well. Like if I stand like that and I go over here, it'll always place in the bottom right hand corner first, depending on where you are standing. You can also put the wildflowers inside the craft to be able to get yellow dye out of them. So that is also a pretty neat feature. The other new item that we have is called the leaf litter. Now these things can spawn in forest, dark forest, and wooded badlands. And they pretty much just kind of fall down from trees like that kind of sort of, you know. You see these particles that kind of come from the birch trees? That'll be happening in those forests exclusively to fall with these leaves. Now, of course, all forests will have these like little particle effects, but the 3 biomes that I named off will have these leaves falling from the tree specifically. Now, just like the flowers, they do also have 4 different orientations that you can kind of put them into, like so. And it also depends on which way you're kind of looking at is the way they're going to kind of, you know, position themselves. You can also use these to actually smelt things as well, but at a 2-to-1 ratio. And what that means is that you're going to need 2 leaf litter blocks for 1 raw iron ore to make into an iron ingot. So pretty much if you had like a stack of raw iron and you put it inside the furnace, you would need 2 stacks of leaf litters just to smelt that whole stack. Now, I don't know how often the leaf litter actually spawns inside the forest, but I just do know that it's going to be very helpful in the future and actually acts as like an early game coal. So the next thing we have is the new pig variants. So as you can see, we have the normal pig right here, which is now called the temperate pig. And he pretty much just spawns by default in like pretty much anywhere possible besides the biomes that the cold pig and the warm pig spawn in. Now the cold pig spawns in the old growth pine taiga, the old growth spruce taiga, snowy taiga, windswept hills, windswept gravelly hills, and a windswept forest. So as you can see, this is the cold pig. It pretty much looks exactly like the other pig and just looks kind of new and fresh, honestly. Now I really like the design and I really like the concept of new variety of mobs. Now the warm pig spawns in savanna, savanna plateau, windswept savanna, jungle, sparse jungle, bamboo jungle, eroded badlands, wooded badlands, and regular badlands. And this is what the warm pig looks like. And it actually does look really cool. And again, I really like the fact that they're adding variants to pre-existing mobs, especially to the pig, considering the pig is one of the only mobs left that doesn't really have a variant. Now, what do you guys think of this new snapshot? Do you guys like everything that they're adding to this next update? I'll be honest, I love the fact that they're adding new variants to like pre-existing animals like the pigs, and that they're updating little bits and pieces of different biomes that we already had. Even updating the lodestone was a very big thing for this next update, because let's be honest, no one really uses the lodestone because of the heavy cost of the netherite ingot. Now that it's going to be using an iron ingot, I feel like it's going to have way more of a use, and probably even be better as a decorative item now, considering you're going to be able to get an abundance of it for a low cost. Now, what does this mean for other mobs though? I feel like this means that other mobs will finally get more variants as well. Like the chicken. The chicken is probably the only one left that doesn't have a variant. The cow, of course, has mushroom cows and the brown mushroom. The sheep has different colored sheep. Now the pig has its different variants, the warm and cold pig. All that's left is the chicken to finally get some kind of variant of its own. So let's hope that the chicken gets updated next in the future update. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching. And what do you guys think they should add in this next update? What do you guys think? Everything's kind of perfect? What changes would you guys like to see in the future of Minecraft? Go ahead and comment that down below. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!